Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis on hand. And this is a game where the defenses, they need to be on their toes because you've got quarterbacks here, yes, that can throw the football, but they can also run it very well too.
Mobile quarterbacks. Remember, for the longest time, they used to tell the quarterbacks, stay in the pocket. We don't want you outside of it at all. Nowadays, that mobility, truly an asset, and people are game planning for it. As a scout told me recently, we are actually working with what the colleges are giving us nowadays.
This will be taken very short. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line.
They're on 32-yard line.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. And they'll go on the ground. Only a couple for him there on the game's first play, and it's 2nd down.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Now it's Jackson. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
I know at times people think we use it too often, but you've got to be able to throw guys open. And when you read zone, you've got to stick it in there before your receiver gets to the next guy in the zone. Otherwise, you bring him into the play.
And that's precisely what allowed that defense to disrupt the pass. An early tough test on the opening drive. This is 3rd and 8. Here's Jackson to throw. Letting one go deep for Enunwa. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked up by an American hero, Pat Tillman. Enunwa the intended target. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts. Here's Jackson, and down he goes. The 49ers get there. Jadeveon Clowney showing the explosiveness on the sack. That's called setting the tone right away.
It certainly is, and it lets you know just how important communication is amongst the offensive line. They talk about it all the time, knowing each other's moves. You've got to be coordinated and in sync. Otherwise, your quarterback gets hit.
Right here.
To try again after the sack. Jackson is going to let this one go deep. That's caught inside the 20. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. And that one results in 35 yards.
1st and 10 at the 19-yard line.
So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. Throwing is Jackson. Johnson with a burst, a 1st down or more. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. From 19 yards away. And he takes off with it. It's a fake. Great corner route there. Not only able to catch it, turn it upfield, and get into the end zone.
It usually involves a little bit of an extra move, doesn't it? You've got to get them thinking that you're moving to the middle of the field and you're breaking away to that corner. Boy, that was well executed.
So they went for 2 and failed. They didn't use him on the PAT, but now he boots this one away with a 6-0 lead.
The Niners take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They'll run on first down. Peyton, and not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. Michael Strahan there to make the tackle.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. They snap it at 1. Now it's Jackson. Flush to his right. Now he'll pull it. And I think the ball's out, but this will fortunately wind up out of bounds. 6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave him with a 3rd down.
I don't know about you, but I could hear and feel the sigh of relief all the way up here in our booth.
That was palpable. The sideline, the friend there.
No doubt about it. Ball goes over the sideline, able to retain possession, no turnover. I know his coaches are screaming, just hang on to the ball, man.
Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete. That makes them now 0 for 2 here in the first quarter on 3rd down conversions.
And now they'll look to their defense because they need them to step up so they don't fall further behind here in the early going.
Well, the offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3. They'll indeed go for it with Jackson. That one complete to Okoye. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. 4th down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the Sticks make a drastic shift forward. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. To throw is Jackson. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes these quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some Dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe want to look at some safer routes after the interception he had that ended their last drive. Only a yard on the pickup there, so it leaves them needing a conversion here on 3rd and a tough 9. Here's Jackson. Steps away to his left. Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Thrown back across his body. Picked off by the former USC man, Taylor Mays. Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. Throwing now, Jackson on 1st down. That's complete to Calvin Johnson. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. 6-0 our score after 1. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Jackson eluding the pressure. And a big loss here as he's taken down. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. After the sack, oh, they're staring at a challenge basically from the other side of town. It's 2nd and a country mile. Jackson. Escaping the pressure right. That's caught inside the 20. An excellent gain, 35 yards. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down.
First and 10 at the 18-yard line.
Back to throw. Jackson. And it'll be intercepted. Snags it for the pick.
Brandon, this is why golfers do their best to never count a score in their head before the ball goes in the cup. This looked like a slam dunk for points on this drive, didn't it? Instead, they throw an interception, and they're going to come away empty.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And that's caught inside the 30. Touchdown, 49ers. Julio Jones. An 80-yard touchdown as his guys can now take the lead with the extra point. One play, 80 yards. Pretty easy drive to recap.
It certainly is, but not so easy to execute. Starting on your own 20, you want something to kickstart your drive and get it off to a nice start. They went for the whole thing and got it. That's a great way to send a message to the opposing team.
And they've got it. They recovered it. But hang on now, though. There's a penalty flag down. They were a little too excited to get the football, touched it before it went 10 yards.
And that's so difficult, isn't it? Because sometimes you can just take a bad hop and veer into your lane or into your body. In this case, though, they touched it before 10. Illegal touching is the call.
Flushed out right. Throw right side is hauled in by the tight end, Gonzalez. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. 17 yards, first down, Vikings. So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33.
First and 10 at the 33-yard line.
Jackson now. And a diving grab. I think he got that. Yes. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
7-yard pickup. Brings up second and 3 at the 25-yard line.
Throwing again on second down. Jackson flush to his right. Looking for the... He's got his man. It's taken in for a Viking touchdown. Randy Moss there to make the grab. And the Vikings are going to retake the lead. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. Again, Jackson. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. So tried to throw it in for 2 points, but the D got home, brought him down.
Yeah, got home, which means there had to be good coverage. Just had nowhere to go with the ball. Typically, you're trying to throw quick hitters, quick slants, maybe even a quick fade. Nothing was open. He ends up getting sacked.
This will be taken short. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And last time the formula was pretty simple. One-play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, one-play drives exactly what you want on offense. What they have to be careful of is...
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Ryan Shazier gets him for a loss of 10 yards from his linebacker spot. On second down now, Peyton. And nothing doing here as this time the run maybe gets him back to the line of scrimmage, but that's it. No gain on the play this time, and it'll be a 3rd and long situation coming up. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll hand you off to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have highlights and analysis of this first half of action. Now Jackson. Oh, did he hang on to it? He did on the dive. Nice grab. They do get 18, but even that won't be quite enough. It's 4th down. Looking to throw. Jackson. That's to his running back, complete. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Vikings, they have the football now in excellent field position. So they take a big chance here in their own territory. And you think the coach may have some questions to answer?
Yeah, and, you know, normally we focus on the media, right? The social media barrage that he's going to get for this one. How about on his own sideline and in his locker room? Because I think the team's going to look at him like, Coach, why would we go for it there? I mean, no confidence in the defense. You don't like the punter? I mean, what's going on here? You owe us some explanations.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Now San Francisco going to call their second timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is second and long. Back to throw. Jackson. And he's going to go down again. And now the Niners going to signal for their third and final timeout as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down. Looking to throw. Jackson. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up fourth down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
They'll try and throw for it here. He's going to launch this thing. And that's caught inside the 30. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And it'll be a turnover on downs. Well, that, my friend, I guess is the definition of a head-scratcher. Fourth and long, this stage of the game. What were they doing?
I just have to believe that he looked at the situation, still in the first half, decided there was a time to be aggressive. Now is it, because there's still time to make up for it if things don't go right. Of course, a lot of questions on this one, and look, I want to go for it as much as anyone.
But fourth and long?
Yeah, I don't think I would have there. That one seemed a little bit on the irrational side.
Fans might be a little angry at that one. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. And they'll run it here. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's second down. On second down, Peyton. He gets them a little over half of what they needed. Now they're looking at a 3rd and 5.
That's a really good job right there. Just kept stringing that play out, pushing further and further towards the sideline. Really good fundamentals by that defense.
He was trying to put his foot in the ground and turn upfield. He just couldn't.
No, they really had a picket fence in front of him.
And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by the former 49er, Deion Sanders. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. He couldn't hook up with a Nunwa that time. Good starting field position for the Vikings as they have it 1st and 10. Just shy of midfield at the 49. Jackson throwing to start the drive. Got a man. It's Randy Moss, complete. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. So this will be spotted on the midfield logo. It's a 58-yard attempt. And I tell you what, he got it from 58. That had lots of leg behind it. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down, 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. The Vikings have to like their position. They've got the lead. They get this football as well as we are back and underway for the second half. This will be taken very short. And it'll be taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation.
And that's caught inside the 30. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory. A big play there for Minnesota. 76 yards. Well, that didn't take long. One play, and we're already looking at a first-and-goal situation. And he'll be stopped about a yard shy of the goal line after a pickup of about 3. Second and goal from the 1. They'll keep it on the ground. Peyton, and he will take this one into the end zone for a Viking touchdown. Punching it in from a yard away. And the Vikings are going to widen that advantage. Always important to get the first score of the second half. Now you start to pull away a little bit and get some breathing room going.
And now we find out about the fortitude of the group that's behind because they were counting on getting into the game a little bit more, right? Maybe they get the first score. That doesn't happen. It looks almost insurmountable, but it's not. Let's see how hard they play the rest of the game.
This will be taken short. Oh, he shifts past him. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Jackson hit, and he lost the football. And the Vikings pick up the football. And they're going to bring this one back. It's a fumble return, a scoop and score for the Vikings. The offense, they've had some sloppy moments. Sloppy there again on that one, and it could be the backbreaker.
From a defensive perspective, if the offense is going to be sloppy, you've got to take advantage of that, and that's what they've done all game long.
They're not ready for this, man. They're not ready for this. They still playing soccer. Let's go. Come on. He's crashing. He's checking crash. Let it go.
After the fumble recovery, it's Jackson buying time to his left. And they're going to get to him, a sack. Sack back at the 9-yard line. And you can bet they're preaching two hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. This is taken at his 4. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line.
Here we go.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And let's just say they're going to be looking to start over on this drive. A few moments ago, they were in the exact situation, but their first play led to a fumble that was returned for 6.
Yeah, you definitely have to have a short memory to play in the NFL. You got to remember what you did wrong so you don't repeat it, but you can't dwell on it because then you will repeat it, and that's what you don't want to do.
Give him 2 yards that time, and it's going to leave him with a 3rd and 11 situation. Not the start to the drive they were looking for. That run doesn't do much at all.
No, not at all, and it leaves them with 3rd and long, and you know this is the time of game where these drives really, really start to matter. They've got to make some moves.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Back to throw. Jackson. That's caught by the 6'8" tight end, Zach Gentry. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. That his first catch so far. They've held him under wraps, but he's got a first down there. On first down, Peyton. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Number 53.
On 2nd down now, it's Jackson. And hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose. And the Vikings pick up the football. And they'll start out with great field position at the 47-yard line in enemy territory.
Tighten up, tighten up.
A gain of 6 there on first.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
A 3-yard pickup on 2nd and 4. Now they'll need to convert here on 3rd and a little more than a yard. Looking to throw. Jackson. And now this is scooped up by the 49ers. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line.
When I see a play like that, I come back to risk-reward. I don't know about you, but is it worth it at that point, whatever you're going to pick up, to either take the hit and in this case, lose the football?
Well, should have gone down. I mean, hindsight's always 20/20, but that's the safe play.
You're exactly right. Hindsight's really never wrong, is it? Because you can analyze it, but I think ultimately you got to look at it as a first option, taking care of the ball, getting what you can, and that's it. Don't worry about it anymore.
And a nice move will yield nothing as he's stopped behind the line. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. Seems pretty obvious defensively a key was stopping the run game. How have they done it so successfully?
To me, it seems that these guys really did a nice job of paying attention during the scouting report meeting. And you know, Brandon, when they do those, they talk about the top plays that these guys like to run. The best runs for the top running back, those are the ones you focus on and want to take away. And they've done that pretty successfully in this game.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Jackson, and this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line.
Number 53, 53.
Off the play fake, here's Jackson. He'll buy some time right. Caught by Jones. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. He'll get 17 on that one, and the Niners have a 1st down. They go play action with Jackson. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. So after the sack, here's 2nd and 14. Now it's Jackson. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Ted Hendricks making his presence felt. And now they're looking for 19 yards here on 3rd down following 2 negative plays. Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure, the backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
Here we go.
4th down, here's Jackson. He finds his tight end, Gentry. And he's out of bounds, almost gets to the 10. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. They'll throw on 1st down with Jackson. Being chased out left. And it's caught. And he takes this down to about the 2 before going out of bounds. Give him 9 there on the 1st down completion.
53.
On 2nd down, Peyton. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. They'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down. Now it's Jackson. They'll roll him out right to the end zone, but it's incomplete. Another incompletion. You know, it's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership. Still competing, still fighting, not taking himself out of a ball game that appears lost.
Here's Jackson to throw. And it's complete. In the end zone, touchdown 49ers. Darren Waller there to make the grab. And the 49ers make some inroads here on that deficit. Extra point by Stenerud, up and good. And that will shave one more off this lead. Following the touchdown, here's Stenerud to kick it away. This will be taken very short. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21-yard line.
At their own 21.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They've got the 2-score lead. It looked low. They fumbled last possession, led to a touchdown. So while things look good here at this stage in the fourth, they got to be careful.
They definitely do, because they've actually brought them back into it, haven't they? They've given them hope once again. Their purpose on this drive, squash that hope one more time.
He finds his man Johnson. And his defense here going to burn their second timeout. But you can also factor in another timeout that they'll get when the clock stops at the 2-minute warning. On third down, Jackson eluding the pressure right. He can run for it, and he will. Lamar Jackson, such a threat with those legs, able to improvise and get the first. And now here comes the third of their timeouts defensively. So they'll be left with only the 2-minute warning to stop it from here on out. On first down, Peyton. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Vikings in possession of the football as we get you reset. And you'd have to figure they're just looking to burn these final 2 minutes away and get out of here with a victory. Dancing to his left. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Jadeveon Clowney picks up his second sack of the afternoon.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
Here's Jackson on third and long. With a catch made by Johnson. A heck of a play there on third down, but amazingly, they're still short for fourth. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
They're going on fourth down. It's Jackson escaping the pressure right. And this will be caught at the 30.